Good morning, all bodies and everybody. I hope y'all got y'all coffee. Yeah, what am I about? What about that? 10 minutes late. Sorry about that, y'all. You know me, I was running backwards, I guess. Woke up and got back to sleep, slept late, got on the phone. You know how it is. So let's have our sip before I go for it. I hope y'all got y'all cup, y'all coffee, tea, milk, water, soda pop, whatever it may be that whatever you desire. I'll just say it like that. Whatever you desire. Okay, let's go. Morning. I got on my bonnet this morning. It could be for questions, but I also have it on for another reason. When I read this comment, y'all see my title because I'm just really puzzled about this. I mean, not that it's a big deal, and it ain't all that. Good morning, Manny. Thank you very much. Good morning, D. Dot. The unfiltered Muffin January Capricorn. Hi, Paulette. Paulette, I might need you to come over here. Uh-oh, what is this? The pop on my computer. Girl, because I don't know the T girl going in the beef sector because every time I try to watch something, it keeps being about Dovey's event. And we know Passover there gonna keep milking it as long as he keep getting views and people interacting with him about it. I get it. Get your corn pasta. Get your corn pasta juicy. Hey, get your corn. Paulette, Voodoo, Manny, the three of Filthy Muffy, and Ray Black. Let's get to it. So let me get to this first, like I said, because it's not really a big deal. Hey, Chocolate Girl, good morning, y'all. You don't always wait till my first 20 coming here before I start. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my relaxation time, relax. And that's why I've always come on in the mornings at this time. It's my quiet air time. It's my coffee time. So therefore, I don't need to, and I don't think nobody else do, if they lounging around at home in the mornings, dress up a coffee time. I want to be casual with you guys. Even though some of y'all at work, listen at me, but you're at home, you know, you got on your robe, whatever. You don't got your newspaper because don't nobody do newspaper in the morning, no in the mornings with their coffee. They do the internet, their computer, tablet, phone, or whatever just they're watching. As y'all can see, I have Sharonmarie's name in my title because I want to get her attention because I've been waiting for her to come in my life so I can ask her, but she hasn't. And this has been 5 days ago. I've been wanting to mention something that's going on that I don't know about, and I'm really puzzled about it. Like I said, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. It's not a real big thing, but I supported this lady, so I don't know what she's talking about. Now, so this was 5 days ago. So let's say 5.5 days ago, meaning that night before this thing on my comment section that she wrote me, I was in an alley, the sag bushes. And Jay Wilson had came on the panel. And I think Sharon was in the chat. So when Allie saw Sharon, she kind of giggled. She wanted Sharon to come up. And Jay Wilson said, oh, Lord. You know how he said Lord or whatever. I'm thinking to myself, no, Allie just wants some stuff to go on, some drama or something. You know, when you get messy, people hear about it. They keep going around. Everybody start clicking in to see it, I'm assuming, I guess. And I mentioned that too. And what I mentioned was on my live was, Sharon, when I saw my chat, I'm glad that you did it the way you did it. You kept it classy. You kept it at a mild tempo. You kept it. And I may not say the exact words I'm saying now, but y'all can go watch my live because it's something to that effect. Because Jay Wilson automatically had an attitude, you know, like he really wasn't interested in talking to her. Allie was giggling the whole time. So I told Sharon, Allie just wanted, you know, something to go on. I said they were laughing at you, not with you. So I'm thinking she twisted and said I was laughing at her or laughed at her or whatever, because I'm going to read to y'all what she wrote me. And I'm puzzled about it, so I got to read it. And it's not like it's private because she didn't email it. Y'all put my email up every day. She didn't text it. Y'all put that number here every day. So by her put it in my comment section, so that was everybody to see. And a lot of y'all don't look at my comment section, and I know that for a fact because I don't get a lot of comments over there. So this is what it says. She threw some big shade at me for some reason. I'm taking the shade, so I hope I'm not mistaken. If I am, I would apologize to her that I'm mistaken what she said. It says, all respects, Mrs. Bless. This is hashtag beef sector. I'm on the World Wide Web. So if you were shading me by saying you were laughing, or, and she wrote it in the big letters, or, laughing at or with me, I just want to be clear that no, wrote in big words, no woman my age who sits online all day, which everybody know I don't sit online all day, need a wig to jump on cam or beg a cash app on their channel cannot, big letters, laugh at me. Okay, let me read that first part again. All respects, Mrs. Bless. This is Beef Sector. I'm on the World Wide Web. So if you were shading me by saying you were laughing at or with me, I just want to be clear that no woman my age who sits online all day need a wig to jump or cam or beg a cash up on their channel cannot laugh at me. And then she went on, because she went on mostly talking about Jay Wilson, I guess, and Vivian. She put, we should respect one another's reflection and not confuse it for our own. I never brought a prayer cloth for me. I brought them in prayers for massive round. I guess she's trying to put round as ROTUND, round ton weights in the community would go down, crime would cease, and children can grow up in peace. Funny how narcissists don't get that. Funny how nobody holds Vivian accountable for what she did and what she is, who sells prayer cloths and don't do a praise report when a report comes through, which I got nothing to do with that. A heathen, a liar, a thief, a reprobate. Respects to your YouTube channel. Respect to my copyright 2009 with a paper trail since 2001. Consistent on my father's mission. Don't get it twisted. So I wrote question marks. She didn't answer me yet. So I'm reading it out. Hopefully she'll see this. I'm through now. Good morning, Rose Bennett. I'm gonna let y'all see what I was reading. And if you didn't understand, I might put it on my community board. If you didn't understand me, go on over there and look at it. Because I'm through, Sharonmarie. I'm really fused as to what the hell you talking about. You know, I'm really fused. I wasn't laughing at you and the people that was here 5 days ago. Remember what I said. Now, I ain't throwing no shade back at you. I don't sit on here all day begging. And a lot of times I got on my bonnet, so I don't know what that was about. Because, see, I'm not going to go into how you dress. Okay? People talk about how you dress all the time. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not the one trying to shade you or laugh at you. And I don't know. And you talking about that prayer call stuff, you got to take that back up with Pasa and Vivian over there. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. This is just ridiculous. Good morning, Lady Nika. I don't see you yet, but I see her speaking. But good morning. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So since you didn't email, I sent it to that number. I guess you wanted it out there. Otherwise, it had to been email or text to me. I would have thought it was private, and I probably wouldn't have read it. So I'm really fused about this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why you're supposed to come and ask me first in the email, or whatever. Don't be back there accusing me or throwing some shade at me. Good morning, Onsite. I didn't get a chance to watch nobody this morning either for getting up later. I usually try to go over there and catch the folks that come on in the mornings. Let me show y'all what I just read. Okay. Right here. Yeah, it's back there, y'all, in my comment section. And so I'm baffled. So, and I know you say you be at work this time of day. If you're listening to me, if you can get a 5-minute break, you can. Not put in my comment section again. What the hell are you talking about? I just want to know what the hell you talking about. Because I clearly said, and Allie was in my chat when I did that. If Allie not taking it as shade, when I said Allie just wanted, you know, she was giggling, they were laughing at you, not with you. She wanted, you know, a blow up. She thought maybe you and Juicy, I'm assuming, in my opinion, was going to get into it. But you didn't. You didn't do that like that. That's what I said. I said they were laughing at you. Now, this was 5 days ago. I don't have a clue who you're talking about. Her name is Sharonmarie. She was the one that bought the prayer calls from Jay Wilson and Vivian, and she was upset because she said she didn't get the prayer that she wanted. If you remember something like that, Jill Comfort Zone, that's who that is. Yes, she did. Talking about I sit all day in my wig, beg for cash apps. So evidently, she don't watch me either because I don't sit here all day. I do coffee time in the mornings. That's it. Every blue moon, I might get a chance to come back. And I got my bonnets on because I'm dressed comfortable having coffee in the mornings. Yeah, she came at me now. I'm not trying to go to whatever it is she's wearing. You know, people was dragging that lady for her clothes and whatever that is, be on her head and all 9 yards. And I took up for her. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Rose Bennett. If you're here, I see somebody speaking to you, AKA Skillet. Yeah, she wrote a whole book. No, it's not like her, but no, it's her. It says Sharonmarie Watson 5 days ago, and I've been waiting to see her. So today I finally said, let me answer her on my live. Maybe she'll see her name in the title, and maybe she'll go ahead and answer me, because I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I really don't know what she's talking about, because I didn't shade her. Now, and the title was Morning Event Postponed. I didn't say sabotage, pastor, and bishop suing. That's my whole title. Yeah, that's my title. And then a description, a hashtag W, hashtag bishop, hashtag there. Because I usually put in description box what I'm going to talk about. If I don't know what I'm going to talk about, because it be spontaneous on this sometimes, after it's over, I'll put in my description box what I talked about and who visited me on the panel. You know, that's what she did. So I hope you're watching, Sharon. Now let me move on. I just, you know, I need to know what the hell you talk about. Because as far as I'm concerned, I can shade you back, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to keep it classy. And I gave you a compliment. I said you kept it classy. So yeah, misunderstanding. So maybe you was at work and wasn't hearing me right when I said they were laughing at you, not with you. Okay. Now let's move right along. What I want to get to next. I kind of spoke on this story yesterday, but I'm gonna save that to last. I want to talk about this Texas woman that was set on fire by her boyfriend. And it was sent to me. It was sent to me. Thank you, Voodoo. It just be so much going on around here, you know, and it's starting to be more and more and more people. We just really used to didn't hear this kind of things and stuff going on with our folks. But we do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm moving around too much, y'all let me know, okay? I don't want to sound muffled. But here's this lady, and y'all may have heard of her. Texas woman accused of setting boyfriend on fire. She's facing the murder charges now. Breonna Johnson, I heard the name. I'm quite sure y'all have too. And she smiled as she rode away when she set that car on fire. So, according to the police on the evening of July 18th, Breonna Johnson, 24, and her boyfriend, Ricky Dole, 25, drove in a Jeep to a local gas station. Johnson was pumping gas. Dole, 25, drove in a Jeep in the gas station. Johnson pumped gasoline into the back seat of the vehicle and set it on fire while Dole was still in the car. As Dole fell out the vehicle on fire, Johnson drove away, smiling and laughing. Oh, Lord. Bystanders tried to help him until first responders arrived, with some witnesses telling the police that they heard her threaten to kill him and saw Johnson smiling while she drove away. Now, that's not a mental issue. You know, when people do that, they don't got no conscience at all. And if you look at her, she looked like, I hate to talk about people looks, because my dad used to tell me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. If a person's not pretty, don't say they're ugly. Just say they're unpleasant to look at. So let me just say she's unpleasant to look at. So she did get arrested the next day, and she was charged with aggravated assault. Then the charges changed when the man died, because he suffered extensive burns to most of his body. And he died on Wednesday. He died August the 2nd. And they say his whole body was burned, except for the top of his head. Well, let me see. Let me see. I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. Anyway, the mother said that he aspired to become an author, was treated for burns to more than 90% of his body. Only the top of his head, yeah, right, his groin area and his buttocks areas and soles of his feet was spared from the fire. So that means his face, everything was gone, except the top of his head was still there, but I'm quite sure, you know, the hair was gone. His groin, so didn't nothing happen down there, and his butt. She said she was scared to touch him, you know, when he was in the hospital, because she didn't know, you know, what damage is done to him, but they told her that she can touch only his foot. She said it was the only part of the body that she can touch of her son. Anyway, she's in jail right now in Tarrant County Jail. But how could people just not have a heart? I think when I hear stories like this, I be thinking people like this just don't have a heart. I mean, no conscience, no nothing. And what could somebody have done that awful, that bad to do something like that? And I'm going to let y'all see how she look. Yeah, I'm going to see how she look. Then y'all going to agree with me. She's not pleasant to look at. Okay. Come on now. She's not. See? She's not pleasant to look at. That's how I say it these days. I'm not reading the chat yet. I will be there in a minute. So I will see if I can share this. Brand. Yes, indeed. Wow. That's just a sad situation. A very sad situation. So I got one more thing I'm going to talk about. We'll be dropping my link. Because I got a feeling I'm not going to be on here very long. I really believe I'm going to take me a little nap this morning. Well, mid-morning, because when I get up here, I'm going to make me some groceries. Breakfast/lunch, because it's only 8:27 here right now, right now. Now, I hope I got this right. That's the article. Yeah, that's it. Let me look at it. Is in it? Okay, yeah, that's it. I put the link in there if anybody want to go ahead and just read. There it is. Read that whole story. Because, I just do everything in a nutshell. Go look at her face. She looked a hot mess. She does. They were fighting the car before she set him on fire. But how could you just pump the back seat with gas and just set it afire? No regards to a human life at all. Did you love this man or what? I mean, clearly there's something else you could have done to get out of it if you're mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Clearly. Hey, Voodoo, not slow behind her eyes. She does have that dead behind her. She does. That's what I say. If just look at her face, y'all, just look weird. Now, third topic. And then I'll get on some of YouTube. So, like I said, I kind of mentioned yesterday about Ahmaud Arbery killers are scared, to go to stay in a county jail. Well, Louisiana, I guess they call it parish. I don't know what they call the prisons down there. I really don't know. But they're scared. So yesterday, when they got sentenced in the federal for 35 years, they had the attorney and them, they were begging to be removed to a federal prison. Now, we always heard that federal prison is like a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Is they say they can do their time with ease at the federal prison. So they trying to go somewhere where their time can be much easy. They want to be moved. But look, y'all didn't let Ahmaud move when he was trying to run home. Y'all blocked him and did what y'all did, shot him down like a dog in the streets. He couldn't move. So why should y'all move? No, y'all keep your butts under the jail and stay at the, what do you call that? That kind of jail? Let's see, what do you call those kind of jails that's not federal prison? I don't know. Not parish jail, because that'd be like county time when you go to the prison. Well, I don't know what you call that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the men were convicted of federal hate crimes after state murder convictions in 2021. Their lawyers tried without success to have part of their sentence served in a federal prison. No, y'all keep y'all butt where y'all at. Ain't nobody moving y'all. Don't nobody feel sorry for the old man. Talking about he's 66, the son 36. Well, how old was Bill Crosby? And did y'all see my community board? Yeah, I'm jumping subject. Let me get to my community board. Just to show y'all what we already know, the difference in how we get treated. You know what I'm saying? We already know about, the white privilege. We already know all that. I had put something on my community board on yesterday, aka yesterday. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. And it's just a shame. Okay, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm gonna see and I'm gonna read that to y'all too. Y'all jumped off subject just a little bit, and just a little bit. I surely did. Sorry about that, y'all, but I got to read this to y'all. Here it is right here. Now, Brittany Griner, 31-year-old American, convicted of smuggling 0.7 grams of THC in Russia on a trip to play basketball for a Russian team. It was sentenced to 9 years. We all know about that. And fined, what was that? $1 million? How much was she fined? Yeah, 100,000. I'm not reading my numbers right. And then Audrey Laborde, 19-year-old American, found guilty of smuggling 17 grams of THC into Russia while on family vacation, released after a 2-month detention and fined 15,000 rupees. I don't know how much is 15,000 rupees, y'all. Now, the 19-year-old white girl had 17 grams. 17 grams, y'all. She was smuggling for real. 2 months, 15,000 rupees. When I look at my chest, somebody tell me what this 15,000 rupees. I'll look it up, though. And Brittany has something for her own personal use. 0.7 grams. And they gave her 9 years. And I think I put that on my community board. Yeah, let me get in the chat. Let me go back up and speak. Yeah, I had got off subject. So back to those 3 white men. No, no, y'all not gonna be moved. Y'all need to do y'all, what do you call it? Whatever, state time or whatever. It's the state. Y'all need to just do the state time, you know, keep y'all butts there for the rest of y'all life. They had already got sentenced to life already on the state time. So this was the federal part of it, which they're already going anyway. You're talking about his age, he's 66. So what? He's 66. That's just like they want to go get that old white lady, but they would have got Bill Crosby, didn't they? I want them to be in some place like ours, looking over their shoulder and scared for every second. See, I heard of that prison. They say that's in the state of Louisiana. That's the stuff say. But what about over here in San Francisco on the water? Okay, now that's supposed to be worse. Worse, sir. They know they won't live long in Louisiana prison. Yep. Trying to see if anybody to speak to. Good morning, Lexington. American man, 61 years old, in Russia prison, sentenced to 14 years for meds that was prescribed to him. I would be scared to go to Russia with some medication. What if you don't pain medication for real? They see your pill bottle and they call it dope. I'd be scared to go to Russia. And I got a niece that traveled everywhere for her job. Everywhere. She done been all those weird places like that. So 15,000 rupees is $245. That's all she got fined. Oh my God. See, in 2 months, she actually had 17 grams when this black lady only had 0.7, something for her personal use. And she probably was using it for pain, because they say those athletes' body be paining them. Yeah, that's hard work playing in sports like that, getting bumped, knocked down, running hard, and this and that. That's probably what it's for. Good morning. I just Young Bulls Incorporated. The Bushes, they tried to trade her. Got this Russian terrorist. Whew. I just feel so bad for the lady. I really do. She probably didn't think they would search her luggage like that. I mean, you know, when you put your luggage on the thing when you're in the airport, so they can see through there what's in there. I wonder what made them just search through her stuff like that. And what is she, a 2-time, 3-time Olympic winner? Over there, she played basketball over there, but then people brought up the negative about her. They say years ago, she said that she didn't like singing the national anthem. And in one of the events, when it was time to sing it, she got up and left so she wouldn't have to hear it. So they bring up all the negativity about her as well, you know, and that has nothing to do with them having the unfair treatment of her over there. I don't have no business over in Russia. I swear, I would never want to go over there. But from what I hear, she's over there because she played ball. If you bring in any drug to Singapore, they can you and can punish with the death penalty. These other countries are like us here. America is not so bad. I know we spoiled over here too. And marijuana is legal in most states here. I think it's a few states that's still not legal at. However, a lot of apartment buildings out here that I know of for sure, you can smoke weed, but the ones that's federal is not recognized. So it just depends. But you can smoke weed, you can have your joint on you in your car, you can get pulled over, you ain't get no ticket for it and none of that. People got their cards, people get prescribed for it for pain. But I wouldn't definitely, I wouldn't want to go over there. No, buddy. So hopefully she get released or something happened and they're trying to appeal that. So that's what's going on with her. Now back to the white men. Y'all keep y'all asses over there. Talking about they want to be moved. I hope when they go to the county jail, whatever they call it, that they just do, like I say, just bury them. Just bury them under the concrete. Let me see what Mr. Bless calling me for. Hold on. Oh, he's talking about you want to call me. I guess I'm hearing things. So if they don't go to Angola, they need to send them to Alcatraz, where there's water all around, y'all. They say that was the worst prison over there in San Francisco, y'all. Mm-hmm. I know. I'm just was joking when I said that though. My opinion is America had no business meddling in their business with Ukraine. Now that poor girl have to. Well, I've also heard rumors to that effect too. And they know that she's an important person over here in America. You know, America protect our winners over there. You know, in the games and stuff. So yeah, they knew what they was doing. They knew exactly what they was doing. I believe that, Manny. I really do. Yes, it is. That's probably where they need to go. And nobody gonna send y'all to no federal prison. So let's see. So where that story at? Y'all got a lot of damn nerves trying to go to the federal prison. Y'all just need to sit where y'all was talking about be moved. Aubrey couldn't move. Our man couldn't move. Now the last story was out 8 hours ago. McManus, yeah, look at those sad faces. We don't feel sorry for you. Gregory Tavis McMichael, the white father and son convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery, was sentenced much of life in prison for their federal convictions of interference with the rights. Okay, that's it, y'all. Now let me move right along. I'm gonna be dropping my link if anybody want to talk about anything and all things. So, because like I said, that's nothing too much going on over here on the YouTube street. Whenever I try to watch somebody, when I happen to catch somebody, but I missed Miss Pizarro this morning because, like I said, when I got back to sleep, I kind of overslept, so I don't even know what was talked about. Now, Teresi, I think I kind of peaked without half sleep. I don't know what went on over there. That's why I asked Paulette, "What's the tea, girl?" I got one of my question binders on. Somebody want to tell me what went on? Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying, send them out there anyway. L7. Send them over there to Alcatraz. They don't want to be around nobody. They act like they scared they're going to get killed. So send them on out there. It's still a building out there. You know, people do tours and stuff. You know, so put them in there and let them live by themselves. Send them to Alcatraz. That's where they need to go. Go on over there to Alcatraz. Because if they can't go over there to Alcatraz, send them to Pelican Bay State Prison. It's a super maximum prison over here in California. Send them there, Pelican Bay Prison. If they don't want to send them out there on the water by themselves, send them all over there. Please hit the like, thank you. But I don't know, what is the most dangerous prison though, for real? Let me see what's the most. I think they need to go to the Rose prison. Is it in Colorado? Is that in Colorado? Well, anyway, wherever it is, they need to go. Corcoran, California State Prison, Los Angeles, California State Prison. Sacramento, Hyder, the State Prison. No, they need to go from what I mentioned. That's where they need to go. Did I drop my link? Let me drop my link. San Quentin. Yeah, they need to go somewhere. Thank you, Lady Nika. I agree, Miss Bliss. They need to go where they sent the worst of the worst. Exactly. Because that was worse. And even though it's a lot of worse crimes, that was bad. That was terrible. And then the friend, he crying and stuff because he one of them nosy neighbors that dipping everybody's business. So when he seen what they was doing, he just wanted to just get involved in something. You know, he was the one doing all the crying and giving up everything that was done and know what they did. And he thought he was helping them with a criminal in an area. No, you were being nosy and you got caught up, and that's just the way it is. And that's just it. They need to be around people, especially Black folks, and they should never have the option. Exactly. It's a lot of dangerous prisons up this way. I be watching the reality show too. They be showing they got like prisoners. They have people that go in there play like they're prisoner in there. That show, I can't think of the name of it. I told y'all yesterday, I watch a lot of different reality shows. Now, who wants to talk about something? See, when I came online, Deanna was on too, so I didn't get a chance to watch her this morning either. And this is what I want to tell y'all though. I remember, I think I told y'all that, you know, through life I had took care of a couple nephew and niece, because, you know, everybody got one. If I did have a niece that went out bad like that, you know, but I mean, smoked crack or whatever. But when she went to the rehab, first you got to detox for 5 days, and then it's your choice to go into the rehab. And you can stay 30 days. You think you're strong enough to get out, but most would do maybe 60 or 90 days, but you stay up to a year. Okay, she stayed 6 months till she was absolutely sure she wasn't, gonna fall back. And so when you in there for the first 2 weeks, you can't get no visitors. Cause I remember taking her some Pepsi and some cigarettes, and I had to knock on the door, and one of the other ladies that's been there for a while, would come to the door and get whatever you're dropping off of somebody for the first couple weeks. You cannot have a phone in there because they don't want you with the outside world because they feel like it's going to still be an influence. So what I'm getting to is how is misunderstood on the phone and doing stuff from a place like that. I'm furious, misunderstood. Now, I'm not saying that you're lying about being, in the house. What do you call it? It's not a rehab. You do the rehab. You do the detoxing for 5 days, and then you go to the house. And she said they start out in the rooms with 2. They call them the babies in the house or whatever. But I remember having to knock, and they come and you drop it off. I did that a couple of times. So for the first 2 weeks, you and other people say you couldn't go in there. They didn't want no influence from the outside. And then after those 2 weeks, if you've been there long enough, you can have a visitor. Well, I say after a month or so, you probably can go on a Sunday and visit for an hour in the yard. That's it. They don't want you no outside visitor there for at least 60 days when they know for sure you clean. And so how is that possible for somebody to be having a phone and doing all this already? You ain't supposed to be. You see, when Demetri was gone, we didn't really hear from her. And just depends on how strong you is. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like, 30 days, I can go home and continue. But some that know they had a relapse and thinking they will, they'll stay up to the 90 days, 6 months, maybe the whole year. So I'm not understanding that though. So I'm confused about that one. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably that Tracy love over there and all like that, but Tracy ain't no shade to your friend. I'm just telling you what it is and what I know. She probably in Camp Med in Palm Springs. What is that? I think she took a few days off. No, I'm not, because I'm just hearing people saying that the lady went to rehab. They don't, and I don't understand that one. No. That's just not the way it is. So I'd like to know what kind of rehab facility house that she's in. And she said everybody in the house, see how many. So they had the main house where the babies would stay, meaning newcomers. And then she said they had 4 houses in the yard in the circle or something. Each had 2 or 3 bedrooms or something like that. But they were people that when you make it to the houses outside, you done been there for a while, because she had to stay in the baby in the house for, I think, about 60 days before she moved in the outside house where they can be more free, not checked on as much, a little less counseling. So I'm just saying, now I haven't been there personally myself, but I'm going by what my niece said, how they did it and how I had to drop stuff off at the door. Okay, and that's just what it is. No, they don't be locked. It's not locked up. It's a rehab. It's a house. It's where they have AA meetings. They go on the outside to meetings on Sundays, whether you want to have fun on Saturday or not. They make you have fun, meaning going to farmers markets, going to little shows that should sell jewelry, clothes, and stuff like that. Going to not movies because they don't want the outside influences. Then again, fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? Festivals and stuff like that. So, and they don't want to go, but it was mandatory to go. It was mandatory for them to take a walk every Saturday. It might be a 2 or 3 mile walk. I mean, they got them out to do life. And putting up the screening board, community board, had me fused too, blessed. She putting up a screening board. Okay, is it all about Brittany? Okay, I got a lot of different conversations going on, so I'm trying to figure out which one y'all talk. What? Has it even been more than a week? I don't know. If in the week would be detoxing time. Then you move on to the house where you're doing your meeting, you're trying to stay sober. You're doing your meeting, you're living in a rehab house. and they want you to live as normal as possible. You know, while you're doing your meetings, they do a meeting every day. Okay. This early, they think you're gonna, yeah, there's no outside influences. I remember, and I just thought about that. I actually thought about that yesterday. Well, wait a minute, what kind of place she in? Okay, I remember doing that. It ain't nothing changed. Brittany Granny need to be, of course, you need to be released. They say they working on it. Just how long that's gonna take though? Because she probably a dry addict, and I guess that means if she's not doing drugs, she's not getting the help. So it'd be easier for her to to fall off the wagon, so to speak. Relapse, you need that support. People going through what you're going through can't just say I quit and then just quit, and then you in other words, that's a treatment. The AA meetings and all like that. If you need that fellowship, whatever way you want to call it. How long ago was that screen test though? But that still doesn't matter. You still need to program because you say you've been doing a lot of relapsing. So in other words, you just a dry addict. You're not working on your sobriety. So you got to work on your sobriety. And she's not. So that don't really mean nothing. I mean, what do that mean? Yeah, what do that mean if you're not working on your sobriety? You set yourself up again. And not that I care. I mean, I hope she make it. It's just something I just thought about. That's all. Because you covered the story about the traveling nurse there in California that drove 100 miles and caused the horrific tragedy. No, I haven't seen that lipstick alley. What town or city was that here in Cali? I have covered the story about the traveling nurse in Cali that drove. No, where's that at? I wouldn't mind. Let me see if I can find it. How did she get the results in the rehab? I don't know, because I don't remember my niece telling me that they passed off some results. As a matter of fact, once you go through the detox situation before you go to the house, they don't really test you. Now they're suspicious of somehow something got smuggled in there. So why would they do a screen test over there in the living sober house is what it's called. You live in sober. Why are they doing that? Was they suspicious of her? Smuggling something in some kind of way or whatever, because you don't get no company, you ain't supposed to have none. So I don't know, that's perplexing to me. And you don't got to prove nothing on here. Why even try to prove something on here? You ain't got to prove nothing. You know, it is what it is. Why would they check you like that though? Why would they be suspicious of somebody because when you in the people in the sober living house there because they want to be there, they want to be sober. Now if you sent to the courts and you ain't doing it on your own, you might not follow the rules. You might not get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, you know, and go to your meeting. Like me say, they get up, they took turn to make coffee and stuff. When they first meet was in the morning around the table, eat breakfast with all the rest of the ladies, then they take off from there. So I don't know. So why would they be suspicious to the point where she's actually testing while she's in a sober living house? That's what they call it, not rehab. Rehab is when you go ahead and detox for the 5 days for that week. Why would they be doing that in there? And that's another thing I'm baffled about. And when I get off there, I call my niece and ask her, you remember you was in that place? Why would they test you? It's the nurse from Houston, Texas. Well, let me see. I didn't see it be so much going on Lipstick Alley. It just be impossible to catch all the stuff that's going on. Because that's just like this lady burned up her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. Burned her plumb on up. I didn't know about that till it was sent to me. It's a lot of stuff I don't be knowing about. We don't be catching all of it. I definitely don't be catching all of it. Yeah, but I'm finna see. I see you, nurse. Let me take a sip of my Wawa. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. Let me get that Florida. Okay. All right, y'all. All I did, I barely put her name in there, and it popped up. Nicole and Linton just came up on his own. Intensive care nurse, 37, cries in court after being charged with 6 counts of murder, She faces 90-year prison sentence after 100-mile. Wow, LA crash. So happened in Los Angeles, huh? Killed pregnant mother, her unborn baby, her 1-year-old son, and 4 others. And she just crying in there. Let me see, was she on something? 6 counts of murder, 5 counts of vehicular manslaughter at the fire and crash left her pregnant. Okay. Who works in Los Angeles? Charged money as she cried in court. Wow. She could face up to 90 years. That's a hell of an accident, y'all. First come Monday, there was no evidence Linton was under the influence of alcohol during the time of crash. You know, if she wasn't under the influence of alcohol, I wonder how she must have just lost control for speeding like that. And then I wonder why she was speeding. Was she running from somebody? Which all that doesn't matter now at this point. I get it. But why was she speeding like that? And she wasn't under influence or anything. She was released from the hospital Sunday and is now held in Century Regional Detention Center in Linwood, California. $9 million bond. She's just crying. Y'all should see her face. You know, you can see she's very remorseful. You can see that she didn't try to do that. Let me see what she's saying. Hold on.
In the state of Texas, her job is a traveling job. She indicates she has future travel plans to stay alive her career and has numerous contacts throughout the United States. And you're requesting no bail as opposed to the scheduled.
I kind of feel bad for people when something happens. And it's a total accident. I kind of feel bad for that. I read that. No, I look at that some more when I get up here. I kind of feel bad for that. Why doesn't it say on the test? And I can't believe she passed the hair. And see, the hair follicle test, they say goes back 6 months. Now we know 6 months ago that dope would have been in her system. See, in the urine test, it can depend on kind of drug, because THC, which is weed, stay in your system up to 90 days. We all know that. Okay. Whether you take a urine test or a hair test. Now, any other stuff like pills and all that kind of stuff, it can come out your system anywhere from 1 to 7 days, depends on how much you use. Okay, we already know about that. But that's why they normally would do a hair follicle test, because that goes back 6 months. So if they did a hair follicle test, why didn't they find no drugs 6 months ago? She wasn't clean 6 months ago. They got the whole video up there. She wasn't clean 6 months ago. So, and that's just me. And like I said, I don't dislike the lady. I'm just saying what it is. If they did a hair follicle test, it would be drugs in the system. So I don't know what kind of test that is. And it is what it is. Since we're on the subject, I don't know what kind of test that is. He said I should see the video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this video. I know. Oh, look at it. You can tell she's remorseful. I'll say it was horrible. They got the whole picture of the whole video of the actual wreck. I mean, I'm seeing a picture of a lot of fire, the explosion like that, but I don't see the whole vehicle. I only seen what I just was listening to just now. Let me see if there's a video of the wreck. Well, poor thing. I feel sorry for her and the family that got killed, because her life is gone too. Tell the truth about it. Flying, they said she was fighting with a ball. And she took out like a bat out of hell. Y'all be careful to get mad and just take off like that. The rehab didn't have access to. That's what I'm saying, Salty Caramel. So how is somebody on the phone? You can't smuggle it in there. If you know, and then they don't want you to do that because it's going to influence people in there that really want to be clean for real. Because you got people that, when you got people that's standing there over 30 days, those are people for real that really want to live clean and sober. And they'll stay there till they feel safe to come out and live clean and sober. Like I said, they can stay in there up to a year. I know my niece stayed there 6 months. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe the gas pedal got stuck. I don't know. But she crying. You can tell she's remorseful. We'll definitely check your replay. Lady Nika, you spoke on this. Let me see. Let me go way back up. I wish misunderstood well. I don't know how rehabs work. Yeah, I'm telling you, I had a niece there. I'm telling you, we had to drop the stuff off at the door. And she was explaining to her how they do it in there. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't have no outside influences. And when it was time for her to have visitors, it was on Sunday for about an hour, sit there in the yard. And wasn't nobody trying to smuggle nothing. The people that wanted to be, clean for you, that made it to the outside house, it was a nice, big, pretty yard too, with houses in the back. You think that wasn't an accident? You think she would hit people on purpose? All right then. You said several years, D-Dot? I know 6 months for sure. So she admitted she was on drugs 6 months ago, but y'all saying that thing she put up is saying it was clean? Nah. Stop texting driving. Stop smoking weed and driving. Stop drinking and driving. Tired of these reckless drivers, and we have one here in the beef sector like that. Oh, really? Who driving? Do tell. Who drive reckless like that? I hope not. Where you at, J-Dun? J-Dun, call police on y'all. No shade, J-Dun. That was funny. I got a kick out of it. You did that. All over, dude. What a waste. She got so bad, she just took out like a bat out of hell, they say. Well, she didn't have to, if she wanted to commit suicide, she could have just rammed the car up like she did and just ran into a brick wall or something. We make you paranoid. That's what I said. I never really liked it early on. I don't believe those words. I don't either from what they said, Lady Steph. That's why I'm telling y'all that they, 6 months ago, and now somebody said 2 years, but I know 6 months ago, hair follicles, you was clean 6 months ago. And I don't care about you getting mad. I'm just saying, you're putting it out there. We're going to talk on it. How what Jay Wilson say? You put it out there, we're going to talk about it. Shouldn't it be? Yeah. If you living in a clean and sober house, 30 days would be the minimum. If you feel safe enough to come home, you're not going to relapse, come home. But if you feel like you're the type that you're not doing it for yourself and you're not interested in living a clean and sober, you're going to come home. But if you don't want to, you're going to stay there at least 90 days. Hey, Miss Intel, don't see you, girl, but somebody's speaking to you. Let me go up there and speak to you. Miss Intel, I missed your whole live this morning. I guess you got off sooner. And plus, I got up late, 7 o'clock my time. Looked like you was going off around that time. I don't know, what is it about your time? 7? I think it would be about 10 o'clock your time. So I missed your whole thing this morning. I did. Now, what else is going on, though, y'all? For real, for real. See, I talked about the lady that put all the gas in the back seat, burned up the bed. He eventually died. Them sorry-ass McMichael, the son and father team and the friend trying to get moved to federal prison so they can, be, living like they're in a hotel or something. And they probably want to go to the most lenient one, It's not what you call it, a maximum security. In federal prisons, that's what they want to do. They want their time to be really easy. Okay. No, y'all take y'all butt to the what do you call that? State time. That's what y'all need to do. That's where y'all going. And it is all to it. Come on, y'all want to be moved. Armand couldn't move. He was trying to run and move. Y'all let him do that. Using yet they pass is never guaranteed with any test. Yes, we'll be. You know what I'm saying? How they pass. I've not heard of people buying this old charcoal stuff. They do everything to clean their kidneys out, but who would want to go through all that? You know what I'm saying? Just take your test. Yeah, just take your test. If people want to be clean, they'll be clean. The boyfriend allegation is false. The woman has profound mental health issues. She has several cases back. back in 2020. So this lady that ran into the pregnant woman, all the kids, she got mental issues. See, I'm going to have to watch that. Her boyfriend spoke out. That's a 13 driving violation. Wow. You would think, but they are cowards. I always seem to take others with them. Oh, really? She gave somebody a finger. So, yeah, so she really did have mental issues there. Well, I question that too. If she had mental issues, what was wrong with him to be with somebody like that? I always wonder when somebody, do they think, well, I can help them? Let me drop my link. Did Tracy have a live? I got a lot to catch up with this morning. Because like I said, when I was trying to watch Jay Wilson and it got down to the Dolby stuff again, I got really very, very uninterested. Because that, I don't know, it's like beating a dead horse. I mean, that's all you ever talk about these days. And I'm about tired of that preacher man over there too, with all the jury and stuff, because they said that was fake. I'm about tired of hearing about that too. Beef sector, we got to find some stuff to talk about though. We all jump on the same thing over and over again. Now, at this point, you know what I'm saying, anybody can say whatever they want. I'll be getting off. An absolute tragedy incident ruined many lives. Exactly. Good morning, ODS. Did you say you're using for fair terms and agreements? Just asking. I don't know if you talked to me or not. She should have had, she didn't have a license either, D-Dot. Wow. I'll say, I caught up on Big Brother. Good morning, Mr. William Carruthers. Oh, I just accidentally called somebody. I appreciate the music you did the other day. I was in the bushes. You know, I'm a bush person. Other than that, I haven't really been here too much. Seriously. I said should have had one. Oh, okay. All right then. I'm getting ready to get on up out of here in a minute. I'll read some of y'all comments. Dubby, you making everybody money. If you see this, you see I'm telling you, making everybody a coin. You haven't even did the event and people are eating off of it. Normally when the event is over, people eat off of it. So you had it, you made it, got an event without an event, you're doing great. Plus, you're going to feed them another time, twice, because it's not put off, it's just postponed. And you Becky J. Wilson, he making his little coin over there. It's just one person that always get involved with somebody, but always fall out. It never, ever fails. Never fails. Always. And I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, I've got to take this call when I get off. I don't feel like doing all that talking right now. But anyway, y'all, let me see. That's about it, because I'm going to have to look at that story that she just told me about. I gotta drop school supplies off and get my son a haircut. And I don't feel like girl, you gotta get on up though. I'll be like that a lot of times too. I don't feel like getting up. Thank you for my new subscribers too as well. Oh, and I did go over there and peek at what's her name? Nikki Polk again too. I did. And she was basically talking about how the man put all her stuff out. So that's their beef sector stuff though. So I don't go into detail about that. And I'm trying to kill some time to see who's coming on next, really, at this point. Because it was dry this morning. Like I said, Miss Pizarro got off kind of early. And I couldn't get to Deanna because she probably came on at the same time as me. I'm assuming, I don't know. So I'll watch all of that. That'll just be something else that I might speak on depending on what it is. But it was hella funny yesterday. That picture up there, Jay Wilson, that picture up there of you giving lessons about fellatio. You go, boy. Okay, I'm moving my way out of here. Okay, yeah, Lady Nika is next. Ooh, I did my hour exactly. Exactly. It's just slow over here in the beef sector. Nobody noticed on Mr. Drug Test results that showed 12 negatives, but only 11 test names. And it's not that we care. We're not shading or dragging her. It just came across my mind that, and I remembered how that went when I had to drop them cigarettes and them sodas off at the door. Don't let nobody in there, and if you're really serious about sober living, you're going to be there. Okay? I don't know if they're going to have an outside influence. It's a phone. They don't even really want you watching certain TV shows. They're having, you know what I'm saying? They don't want nothing that's going to trigger you. Have a nice day, you too.